Hello guys, my name is Samada. I'm a computer engineering student in UK, and today we're going to see how we can to implement a one-way circular linked list in Java. So today guys, we're going to go forward with our playlist related to the data structures in Java. The last video we did, it was the one based on the double linked list, and this time we're going to see how we can create a single linked list in a circular way. That means basically that in this kind of list our tail is going to be pointing to the head, so all the nodes are going to be connected to the next node. As we can see in the image, there is no head and there is no tail, but the tail is pointing to the head. So let's see how can we do that in Java. So first of all, we are going to create again all class node. Remember that guys, that the class node is basically a piece of data, so a piece of data stored and pointing an arrow to the next node. So in this case, as we can see, we're going to create a piece of data of type string, and we are going to call it data, and we're going to create a variable of type node, which is called in programming recursion. Recursion is basically to use again a data, also a variable, to declare a variable of the same class inside that class. That it was called recursion. So we call elements from the class inside the class. Our method is going to return and we are going to create two methods. One of them is going to return the data itself, so it's going to return a variable of type string, and the second method is going to be used to set the value. It returns nothing, so it doesn't return anything, and it takes as an argument a string, and it stores it in the node. Then guys, once the class node is created, we have to go to create a new file in order to create our linked list. So we create new file, and we're going to call it circular linked list .java. So we go to our class, and we declare the first node as a static and we're going to call it head. Then we're going to create the second node, the last node, which is going to be the tail. Our method init, our function init, is going to initiate all the values of our linked list, of our circular linked list. So the head is going to store a node, which is going to take as an argument string a, and is going to point to the node b. By now it's going to be null because it has not been created yet. Then we are going to create a node b, which is going to store the string b. And we are going to make it to point the pointing is going to be null right now till we create the node C, and we're going to change the head.next value to node B. So right now our node head is pointing to the node B, and node B is not pointing to any node. So we're going to create the node C, which is going to store string C, and it's going to point null till we create the last node, till we define, sorry, the node tail.
Head to your pickup at McDonald's registered sign, Kensington.
And we are going to implement it in such a way that the tail is going to point to the head, yeah, sorry, I forgot, yeah, and the node B is going to point to the node C. I missed that part. Okay, now it's done, it's fixed. And the node C is going to point to the tail. Okay, this is the method print. In our function print, it's just going to show us how our linked list is structured, and it's going to print the values and the pointers in such a way we can see the value of the nodes, of the data stored in the nodes, and to which value each node is pointing. To do that, we're going to use the method getData in order to get the value. And the system.out println in order to print the values. And we're going to keep doing that. Once we have printed the value of one node, we're going to move to the next node. And we are going to keep doing that. As long as we arrive again to the node head. This way we can visualize our singular linked list. And then we're going to print for the last time the head node again in order to visualize properly our circular single linked list. And in order to run our program, we are going to create the method main, which is, as you know guys, which is where all Java programs start running. Every single Java program starts running from the method main, and we're going to call inside the method main our two methods, the method init and the method print. Seems like there is something wrong here, but I cannot see the problem yet. Oh, okay, yeah. So the init method must be static as well. So let's run our program. And yeah, as you can see, have A pointing to B, which is pointing to C, not actually pointed to C. That was a mistake. How to fix it in a second. Yeah. Let's run our program again. So we have A pointing to B, pointing to C, pointing to D, and pointing to A again. Let's make it uppercase, just to keep it customized. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Subscribe, like, and comment.